I'm Haji at the Grey Indian. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're following me for the first time, my channel is all about my grey hair journey and skincare and makeup tips for the over 40s. I'm now 44 years old and I'm finding that my skin is changing a lot. So makeup is having to change a lot and adapt to what my changing skin is now like. So if you find yourself in the same boat, please give me a subscribe and let's follow and do this journey together. Anyway, today's video is about eyeshadow. You might have seen my video before, which was about the one eyeshadow and how to apply it for complete beginners, because it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be in your 40s, your 50s and still be struggling with eyeshadow, which I have found from the messages that I've received from so many lovely women. And today is the next step up. It's the two-tone eyeshadow. So how you use two shades and apply it onto your eyes to look something like this. So if you're interested, keep on watching and I will talk you through the whole thing. Right, so here we are. I'm going to start with this eye here. That one I'll do off camera. But this is just to take you through the step-by-step. So first of all, I'm going to conceal the top of my eye. And the reason for this is, if you conceal the top of your eye first, it basically gives your shadow more pop. And also kind of works like a primer as well. So if you're prone to creasing like me, this does help, this process. And there we go. So just dabbed it in there. And there we are. Right, so I'm using 3 brushes. It's these 3 here. A flat brush, a brush for the inner corner here, and my blending brush. And I'm going to be working at this one MAC palette. And the reason I've chosen one is because I just want to keep it as easy as possible for you. So this one's called Brownluxe. And I'm going to be working predominantly with these 3 shades and this one over here. So let's begin. Right, now this is a 2 shadow process like I said, but there is a third one you will need to use, but it's very minimal. So we're going to start off firstly with this one over here, and this one, just going to take the blending brush over it and very gently just go underneath the bone here in between the crease and just take it across like this. So the purpose of doing this first, it's called a transitioning color. So what you want to do is basically when the rest of your makeup goes on, your eyeshadow, it looks seamless. There's no harsh lines and there's one neutral color to bring it all together. You'll see what I mean as I go along. So that's it. Don't need too much of it. And try not to frown as much as I do. It's really not good for the lines on the forehead. Right, there we go. Okay. So that was nice and quick. So we're going to go in with this one over here, this nice gold with the flat brush. So I'm just going to sweep it across. Now just remember, we'll work up to this, what I'm about to tell you, but the more concealer and the brighter the concealer, the brighter your pop of your eyeshadow is going to be. So this gold, you're going to see how it will go on now. And there we go, very nice. But if I wanted it even brighter than this, I would basically put concealer on again underneath it. So we're just going to take this across, not take it too high up. So just try to keep it on your lid. So like basically from here, when you're looking straight up like this, straight ahead, you don't want to see it go over. You just want to take it up to this crease and that is it. And there we are. And I'm going to take it, it's halfway across my eyelid now. And we're going to take it just over halfway. Well, I wouldn't say just over actually, that's almost 3/4 of the way. So 3/4 of the way. And make sure you're still keeping it nice and clean just underneath that bone there. And into that crease. And there we are. I'm going to go in with this darker shade here, so I'm just going to sweep a little bit onto that flat brush and just dab it over here. There we go. So you can see what's happening there now, right? We're having 2 colors and just go over that gold a little bit. You just want to fill it up a quarter. You don't want to take it in any more than this. That's a lot darker than I'd hoped for. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to make this work. Right. So there we go. Now we have the eye looking like this. You're going to go back in with this transition shadow. So I've gone back into this transition color over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly flick it in between. Working it downwards and across with that gold. There we go. And making sure not to flick it too far out, because what you don't want is for this to fall down here and then it's just going to give your eye a droopy look, and we don't want that. So from the middle, we're just going to take it across like this. And then when we get to near the end here, because we don't want harsh line there either, we're going to flick it inwards like this. And sometimes you might need to just give your eye a little bit of a stretch like I do, because my eyes are becoming not quite hooded, but they're getting there. They're getting there. And there we go. And you can see that's already blended it out nicely already. Going to go back in with the transition color. So what I normally do is, if I've used this over dark, I just, on my palm, just go like this, take off any excess dark shade, go back into the transition color here, and now back into, remember where we started off in that little crease over there? So we're going to take that same brush with the transition color now, just over there, like this. And there we are. Completely taken the harshness away. You can see how nicely it's blended. Once again, I just want you to know, you might see other YouTube videos where it's like, oh, there's so much pop, oh, the transition looks amazing. I want you to know that I have no filters on my videos. I use, behind this camera is a huge window, basically goes all the way across my room. So I like to, where possible, use natural light. So you will know how your makeup will look when you're basically out and about. Right, and there we go. That is as easy as it is, honestly. There's no more to it when you just want to work with your two shades. There you go. Now what this brush is for just the inner corner to give your eye a little bit pop there. So I'm going to go in with this creamy colour here and just dab it over here. And what it just does is it just kind of opens up the eye a little bit. You've probably seen it in other videos of mine, but yeah, there we are. And just opens it up slightly. Okay, so taking this brush again, just gently on this darker colour, very gently, I'm going to take it into my under eye now, here. Just brush it along very nicely and gently. And there we go. I'm going to curl the lashes, because I always I'm going to go and finish off my other eye now and come back with a completed look. Right, okay, there we go. This is the completed look. So I'm going to come a little bit closer to the camera and you can see both of my eyes, how I have done them. And that is just using two eyeshadows and maybe one more eyeshadow, but that's for the transition shade, as you saw, and the difference that it does make. It just blends any harsh lines out. I hope you found that helpful today, and I hope you do give it a go. Try this two eyeshadow. Don't be so afraid of it. You know, use a more neutral colors if that makes it easier for you, and then you can transition onto the more glitterier shades and the more brighter shades. But anyway, that is what I have for you today. If there's anything else you would like to see, or makeup that you struggle with in your 40s, your 50s, please comment below, and I'm more than happy to do a video for you to show how I work through something like that. I've got videos on hooded eyes, I've got videos on just using one shadow, I've got videos on how to apply bronzer correctly and in the right place on your face. So you could check out any of those videos on my channel, and I assure you, you will find them very, very helpful. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. If you're not subscribing yet and you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and give me a subscribe. And I will see you again next Sunday. So until then, remember, it's okay to be grey. Bye.